everybody, here we are at the George Eastman House in Rochester, New York. We are in the Porte Cochere, which is another fancy word for carport. We're about to head inside and learn about the man, George Eastman, which not many people know of. This is his mansion. He is the founder of Kodak, one of the most well-known photo companies, camera companies out there. There's a lot of rich history that goes along with this. So let's go inside and have some fun. All right, everybody, here we are inside the George Eastman House with Dresden, the public relations manager, who is going to tell us about the man, George Eastman, who started the company, Kodak. Thank you very much, Dresden. Very nice to meet you. Thank you. And let's take a look at this great place, shall we?
Oh, yeah.
Where are we now?
We are in George Eastman's bedroom. Here in his bedroom, we show the leisure side of the businessman.
He was a big hunter, as we already know, so
yeah.
He went, and is this like his hunting stuff and camping stuff back here?
This is actually his camping equipment.
Okay.
And sometimes it would be part of a hunt, and sometimes it would just be for
his 6 months.
Leisure.
Dresden, there's a couple different stories I've heard as to how George Eastman actually passed away.
Right.
Tell me which one's true.
He took his own life.
Okay.
With a gun to the heart when he was 77 years old. In 1932, he had a disease called spinal stenosis. He was bedridden, he was in a lot of pain, and he had full control of his life, his whole adult life. This is not how he wanted to live. So we actually have a suicide note that sums it up. To my friends, my work is done, why wait?
Short and simple.
E. His closest friends called him GE. He really wanted people to know that only the body had failed him and not the mind. He was pretty much giving everything left to the University of Rochester, including his home. 10,000 people jammed the streets in front of East Avenue because the funeral was in the church across the street. John, do you want to know why George Eastman said there's got to be an easier way?
I would love to. I'm a businessman myself.
1873 is when George Eastman bought his first camera to go on a business trip. He was going to buy some land. He was buying the camera to survey the land. Pops off a photograph in downtown Rochester, and from that point said, there has to be an easier way. This is crazy. We even have a copy of the original receipt of his first camera, $49.58. That would be thousands today.
I was just gonna say, yeah.
So $50 to buy the camera, 50 pounds to carry the thing, because you gotta bring the tent for the developing equipment and everything else. So he says there's gotta be an easier way. Comes up with a company called the Eastman Dry Plate Company, which then becomes Eastman Kodak Company.
Eastman Kodak, yeah.
George Eastman House has the largest camera technology collection in the world. And this is just a teeny tiny slice of it, but there's some greatest hits here. Like maybe you've seen this photograph?
Yeah, somewhere, I don't know where, probably just everywhere.
You want to see the camera that took that Pulitzer Prize winning photograph? Here it is. It's a speed graphic camera made here in Rochester by the Graflex Corporation. And Joe Rosenthal won a Pulitzer Prize for that. He was an Associated Press photographer. And we have that camera. And there's some other celebrity cameras here too. This camera here was Nicholas Marai's camera that I used to take many beautiful portraits of Judy Garland, Marilyn Monroe, Elizabeth Taylor. And this one right here.
Yeah, what is this thing? Is this an engine?
We have the top of it off because we want to show you the inner workings of it. It's a NASA lunar orbiter. This is the only complete one because it never went up. In 66 and 67, these lunar orbiters went up, 6 of them. This was the 7th fly model. Shot 90% of the surface of the moon. But what's so fascinating about this is 66 and 67, not high technology as you would think.
Right.
Took the photograph, developed it within itself, and via satellite beamed the photos home.
Wow. Innovation right here.
Made it possible for us to go to the moon. This big monster.
Yep.
A drive-in movie theater camera, projector, from the 1950s. Want to see some more motion picture stuff?
Love to.
Well, this camera was on the lot at MGM during the filming of Wizard of Oz, Gone with the Wind, many others. We also have the camera negatives for those 2 movies. That remains the best source material for any HD, DVD, Blu-ray, which came from this and some other cameras that were on the lot at the time.
Right.
So film from 38 and 39 is still the best source material to make your Blu-ray and your DVD.
All right, everybody, that's a wrap. I'm standing in what used to be the garage, now the cafe for tours and all the rest of the guests that come to the museum. I'm gonna go grab some coffee. However, you should check out the website, eastmanhouse.org, for more information. If you're interested, they hold weddings here, banquets, tours. It's an awesome place to come learn about Rochester history, Kodak history, and George Eastman. So until next time, where we find your fun, have an awesome day. All right, everybody, here we are inside the George Eastman House. Good thing I'm not doing it live. Okay, everybody, here we are inside the George Eastman house with Dresden, the public relations manager. Do over. Okay, folks, that's it. We took a fantastic tour of the George Eastman house. Do that again. We learned about the man and the company. I'm standing in here, which... Okay, folks, that's it. We found about... So we're all set. All right, everybody, that's a wrap. We learned about. It takes some acting classes, man.